Alright, well, what's up? I'm Cameron Dallas. I'm currently not wearing underwear. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know, what would I say? What's one thing that my friends don't really know about? I'm really open. One thing that they don't know about me, I guess, because it's kind of in the air, is that I'm single. Like, a lot of them think that I'm dating, like, random people. Like, I'll come out of, like, a restaurant with someone and they're like, oh my god, he's dating so-and-so, and then it's like, word of mouth spreads around and people, like, actually believe that I'm dating, like, multiple people. And I'm just single, I'm just here chilling. Like, can't get a date. I would say the best thing about getting into the business young is time, right? Especially with modern day technology, you really can get ahead of the curve, and you can really become more knowledgeable with the tools that you have as far as like learning about the industry online and things like that. The only disadvantage that I really see is kind of not being in the game for some time, so not having that knowledge. So it's smart for me as a person to kind of seek wisdom from people that have been through it, that have seen these things, that have gone through it, right? But I realized that, and then on top of that, being young and going through this industry on your own, you learn through trial and error, and it's really hard, like especially for me, it was really hard for me because I didn't go to school for business. I was doing this all by my own as far as managing myself, doing my own marketing, coming up with my own brand, keeping my own relationship with my fans, like posting, editing, everything from A to Z. I did it all by myself, and I think for me it's just trial and error, seeing what works, what doesn't, because you're learning hands-on. And it's the worst way to learn, but it's the best way, because the worst as in like the worst things happen for the most part, but it's the best because you learn the tough way and you know not to make another mistake again. But I want to be remembered as just being a light in a dark room, like making people happy. That's all I really want to be remembered for. Like I don't know if there's like multiple things. I just want people to know that everything that I do is very genuine, and that I make people happy, and that I live like a loyal life. Like I'm loyal to my friends, I'm loyal to the people that are with me and are around me. I think it changes for everyone. I think everyone has their own techniques on what works best for them. I don't know, I really don't know. One of my favorite pranks that I've done, and it's something that I didn't even film. It was on my best friend's brother that I barely met, and I spent the night at his house, and he just came back from his mission, and we ended up like drawing on his face, and like we put lotion in his hand, took his face, and he smacked himself, and he woke up, and like he tried fighting all of us, and he was chasing around the kitchen, like saying like stop laughing at me, and he has like things all over his face, and it's just so funny. He was like throwing knives at us. It was crazy, it was insane. Like it didn't go too well, but it was so funny, the fact that he reacted so well. I just put out my first show on Netflix, and it's a Netflix original, which is really exciting, and it's kind of educating people on social media and what's going on, and how the new generation is kind of leveraging all of this to make their own business, and just like what's going on and what the new generation is even growing up with, and how we're determining the space as we go, because we're the frontiers of it. It's never been done before. So it's kind of educating people on that. On top of that, it kind of follows, you know, me and a bunch of other guys, and what it's like going through this process, where we take our careers, and that dynamic between growing up with each other and seeing where each other, seeing like all the different paths that we're all taking, how like we cross up with each other and things like that. My mom and my sister are so hard on me. They are so hard on me, and it's a good thing because they really push me and they keep me centered, and like if I'm acting up, they smack me right into place. So I'm really glad that I have them to like kind of fall back on, and they're always looking out for my best interests, and they kind of like push me to do things that maybe I don't want to do, or maybe I don't think I can do. So it's really awesome. It's mind-boggling. It's really cool. It's very humbling, like the fact that many people actually want to see what I post and they care about what I post. It's really cool, and I got to give it to them because they're the reason why I have all these opportunities, and why I'm doing everything that I'm doing, and why I can travel the world, and why I'm living out like my dreams. It really is. So I'm very grateful for it. What really helps me is when I actually take some time and I think back to where I started and think back to that feeling of what I used to think when I was at the position where I was like, wow, what would it be like if I was in a campaign for Penshoppe, right? And now the fact that I'm doing it, like, for me, what's really helped me keep going is kind of thinking back and thinking in that mindset and being super grateful and like actually understanding how far I came. And I think a lot of times people get caught up and they kind of diminish what they've done. It's kind of like if I've always wanted to climb Mount Everest and I finally climb it and I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool, but that mountain's way higher. I want to go climb that one now. I think it's really good to kind of reflect and kind of take in on what you've accomplished.